A cozy coffee shop. Two friends, Alex and Sam, are sitting across from each other. Alex is holding a notebook, looking excited. Alex, hey Sam, you know what's fascinating? The way our minds work. How people influence each other without even realizing it. It's like there's this invisible playbook of tricks that people use, sometimes without even knowing. I've been researching something called dark psychology, and let me tell you, it's mind-blowing. Want to hear about it? Sam, dark psychology? Sounds intense. But sure, I'm curious. What's it all about? Alex, great. Welcome to the Mind TV, where we explore the fascinating world of human behavior. Today, we're diving into 12 dark psychology tricks, real-life examples, and how they work. And don't worry, we'll also talk about how to use these tricks in a positive way. Ready? Sam, absolutely. Let's dive in. 1. Social proof, the herd mentality. Alex, let's start with one of the most powerful tricks, social proof. Ever notice how people flock to a restaurant with a long line, assuming it must be good? That's social proof. We tend to follow what others are doing because we think, if everyone's doing it, it must be right. Sam, so it's like peer pressure but on a larger scale? Alex, exactly. Businesses use this all the time, like showing customer reviews or testimonials. You can use it positively too. For example, if you're promoting a cause, share stories of others who've benefited. It encourages people to join in. Sam, can you give me another example? Alex, sure. Let's say you're launching a new product. Instead of just talking about its features, you could showcase testimonials from satisfied customers. When people see others benefiting from the product, they're more likely to trust it and give it a try. It's like creating a ripple effect of trust and credibility. 2. Priming, the power of suggestion. Alex, next up is priming. Imagine this. You're at a baseball game with a friend. Throughout the day, your friend keeps subtly mentioning the number 55, like pointing at a jersey or talking about a score. Later, when someone asks you to pick a random number, guess what? You're more likely to say 55. That's priming. Your subconscious is influenced by what you've been exposed to. Sam, whoa, that's sneaky. So, it's like planting ideas in someone's mind without them realizing it. Alex, exactly. But here's the cool part. You can use priming positively. For example, if you want to motivate yourself to exercise, place your running shoes right by the door. Seeing them every day primes your brain to think about working out. Sam, that makes sense. But can you give me another example? Alex, sure. Let's say you're a teacher and you want your students to be more creative. You could decorate the classroom with inspiring quotes and images of famous artists. Over time, these visual cues prime their minds to think creatively. It's like setting the stage with behavior you want to see. 3. Gaslighting, making someone doubt their reality. Alex, now, this one's a bit darker. Gaslighting. Imagine your partner constantly tells you you're overreacting or that never happened, even when you know it did. Over time, you start questioning your own memory. That's gaslighting, a manipulative tactic to make someone doubt their reality. Sam, that sounds awful. Why would anyone do that? Alex, sadly, some people use it to gain control. But here's the positive side. Recognizing gaslighting helps you stand your ground. If someone tries to twist your reality, trust your instincts and seek support. Sam, can you give me another example? Alex, of course. Imagine you're at work, and your boss constantly criticizes your work, saying things like, "You're always making mistakes, even when you know you've done a good job." Over time, you start doubting your abilities. That's gaslighting in the workplace. The key is to keep a record of your achievements and seek feedback from trusted colleagues to validate your performance. 4. Fear-mongering, playing on emotions. Alex, here's a classic. Act now or you'll miss out forever. That's fear-mongering, using fear to push you into making a decision. Sam, I've seen that in ads. It's so manipulative. Alex, it is, but you can flip it. Use urgency to motivate positive actions, like signing up for a life-changing course or adopting healthier habits. The key is to inspire, not scare. Sam, can you give me another example? Alex, absolutely. Imagine you're a fitness coach and you want to motivate your clients to stick to their workout routine. Instead of saying, if you don't exercise, you'll get sick, you could say, imagine how amazing you'll feel when you reach your fitness goals. Don't wait, start today. It's about framing the message in a way that inspires action without instilling fear. 5. Love bombing, overwhelming with affection. Alex, imagine someone showers you with excessive attention and gifts early in a relationship. It feels amazing, right? But sometimes it's a tactic called love bombing, used to gain control. Sam, that's creepy. How do you spot it? Alex, look for consistency. Genuine love grows over time. Use this positively by showing appreciation and love, but avoid overwhelming others. Balance is key. Sam, can you give me another example? Alex, sure. Let's say you're a manager and you want to build a strong team. Instead of overwhelming your team with constant praise, you can show genuine appreciation for their hard work and celebrate their achievements. It's about creating a positive and supportive environment without overdoing it. 6. Forced teaming, creating a false sense of unity. Alex, ever had a colleague say, we're in this together, to make you feel obligated to help them, even when it's not your responsibility? That's forced teaming, creating a false sense of unity. Sam, that's so sneaky. How do you handle it? Alex, build real teamwork by fostering collaboration and mutual support. Don't let anyone guilt trip you into doing their work. Sam, can you give me another example? Alex, of course. Imagine you're working on a group project and one team member keeps saying, we're all in this together, but they're not pulling their weight. Instead of feeling obligated to do their work, you can have an open conversation about dividing tasks fairly and holding each other accountable. It's about creating a sense of unity based on mutual respect and effort. 7. Choice restriction, limiting options. Alex, here's a sales trick. Do you want the red one or the blue one? Instead of asking if you want to buy it all. That's choice restriction, limiting your options to push you to decide. Sam, that's clever, but how can it be used positively? Alex, offer limited but meaningful options to help others make confident decisions. For example, when planning a team outing, suggest 2 great locations instead of overwhelming everyone with endless choices. Sam, can you give me another example? Alex, sure. Let's say you're a parent trying to get your child to eat healthier. Instead of asking, what do you want for dinner? You could offer 2 healthy options like, do you want grilled chicken or baked salmon? It's about guiding them toward better choices without making them feel restricted. 8. Guilt tripping, manipulating through emotion. Alex, imagine a friend says, I guess you're too busy for me now, to make you feel guilty for not spending time with them. That's guilt tripping. Sam, ugh, I hate that. How do you respond? Alex, express your feelings honestly without making others feel guilty. For example, I miss spending time with you. Let's plan something soon. It's about communication, not manipulation. Sam, can you give me another example? Alex, absolutely. Imagine you're a manager and an employee says, I guess my work isn't good enough for you. after receiving constructive feedback. Instead of feeling guilty, you could say, I appreciate your hard work, and I'm giving you feedback to help you grow. Let's work together to improve. It's about addressing the issue without letting guilt take over. 9. Amplifying problems, making mountains out of molehills. Alex, ever had someone turn a small mistake into a huge issue? Like, you're always late. You don't care about me. That's amplifying problems. Sam, that's so frustrating. How do you deal with it? Alex, address issues calmly and focus on solutions. Don't let anyone exaggerate problems to control you. Sam, can you give me another example? Alex, sure. Imagine you're in a relationship and your partner says, you forgot to take out the trash again. You never help around the house. Instead of getting defensive, you could say, I understand you're frustrated, and I'll make sure to help more. Let's work together to keep the house clean. It's about addressing the issue without letting it escalate. 10. Self-abasement, playing the victim. Alex, here's a manipulative one. I'm such a failure. No one cares about me. That's self-abasement, playing the victim to gain sympathy and control. Sam, that's so toxic. How do you handle it? Alex, be honest about your struggles, but focus on self-improvement and seeking support. Don't let anyone use their pain to manipulate you. Sam, can you give me another example? Alex, of course. Imagine you're a manager and an employee says, I'm such a failure. I'll never get this right. Instead of giving in to their self-pity, you could say, I believe in your potential, and I'm here to support you. Let's work on improving together. It's about encouraging growth without enabling manipulation. 11. Silent treatment, the power of silence. Alex, after an argument, someone stops talking to you completely, making you feel anxious and desperate to fix things. That's the silent treatment. Sam, that's so passive-aggressive. How do you respond? Alex, use silence to reflect and calm down during conflicts, but always return to resolve the issue. Don't let anyone use silence as a weapon. Sam, can you give me another example? Alex, sure. Imagine you're in a relationship, and your partner gives you the silent treatment after a disagreement. Instead of begging for their attention, you could say, I understand you need space, but I'm here when you're ready to talk. It's about respecting their need for space while also setting boundaries. 12. Foot in the door, starting small to win big. Alex, here's a classic sales tactic. A charity asks for a small donation first. Once you agree, they ask for a larger commitment. That's the foot in the door technique. Sam, that's so strategic. How can it be used positively? Alex, start with small, achievable goals to build momentum toward bigger successes. For example, break a big project into smaller tasks to make it less overwhelming. Sam, can you give me another example? Alex, absolutely. Imagine you're a coach trying to help a client adopt a healthier lifestyle. Instead of overwhelming them with a complete diet and exercise plan, you could start with small changes, like drinking more water or taking a short walk each day. Once they've mastered these habits, you can gradually introduce more changes. It's about building confidence and momentum step by step. Hey everyone! If you're enjoying this deep dive into dark psychology, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating insights from the Mind TV. Your support helps us create more content like this. Dark psychology tricks that people use every day. The key is to recognize them and use them ethically. Whether it's in relationships, business, or everyday life, understanding these tricks helps you navigate the world more effectively. Sam, that was eye-opening. I'll definitely be more aware of these tricks now. Alex, exactly. Knowledge is power. Use it wisely and always aim to inspire and uplift others. Thanks for listening, and remember, stay curious, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the Mind TV. Until next time,